The day was 7th July 2019. Walking down the road from my room. Now, this was no strange road. This was a familiar road because I used it frequently, like all the time. So getting into the subway or metro as others prefer, I didn't even bother to look at the signpost to see whether I needed to get on the train on my right or left because I knew the route. I use it all the time. I know it like the back of my hand. So I majestically walked into one of the trains and confidently sat down. As the train closed and started moving, I realized I was on the wrong train. So I had to get down and go back, definitely. I stood up from my seat with confusion as I wondered, how did I miss it? All that majestic walk and confidence just to be on the wrong train? How did I miss it? I use this road all the time. I know it like my ABCs. How did I miss it? And the Lord opened my mind to a revelation hidden in this moment. See, just because you think you know does not mean you don't have to read for clarity's sake. Even the people we look up to for inspiration still read. Others read books, others read the Bible, others read the books and the Bible. The feeling that you know should not make you so comfortable that you feel you know it all. This will avoid unnecessary mistakes and prolonged journeys. See, life is too short to function without clarity. Do you hear me? I got so familiar with the road that I was heading in the wrong direction when the directions to the right place were right at my disposal. See, there's a cancer in the world. There's a cancer in the church, and this cancer is called familiarity. Because see, sometimes we think we know and really we don't. Hey sis, hey bro, remember that time you felt you knew better, but the results proved you didn't know? Ask Paul. The people that knew him as Saul, the killer, the persecutor, thought they knew him, but even their knowledge of him was proved wrong when Saul functioned as Paul. Ask Hannah. The people that knew her as Hannah, the barren woman, thought they knew her, but even their knowledge of her was proved wrong because Hannah did have children. The people that knew Jesus as Jesus, the carpenter's son, thought they knew him, but even their knowledge of him was proved wrong because Jesus was truly the Son of God. And that familiarity limited what they received from Jesus. Familiarity limits what you can receive and benefit. See, there's a cancer in the world. There's a cancer in the church, and this cancer is called familiarity. We have become so familiar with our pastors, our friends, the people God has strategically placed in our lives that we miss the way. Like medicine, there is a specific drug for a particular illness. We have unfortunately decided to prescribe for ourselves which people to learn and listen to and which people not to learn from. Oh, is it pastor? Is it my leader? I know her. I know him. Is it brother B? Is it sister A? I know them. I can even give you a list of their mistakes, their wrongs, their weaknesses, name it. Oh, she's my friend, he's my friend. What can I even learn from this person? See, there's a cancer in the world. There's a cancer in the church, and this cancer is called familiarity. We have become so familiar with the places we find ourselves in. I'm talking about our workplaces, I'm talking about our schools, our churches, I'm talking about the business programs, the concerts, our meetings, name it. It's just a church program. It's just school. It's just my workplace. I mean, I can even access whatever is being talked about online. See, there's a cancer in the world. There's a cancer in the church. And this cancer is called familiarity. Being so familiar with the place, the people, the leaders, and our friends that we are not conscious of where we are and who we are surrounded with and what we can receive or are already receiving, that we miss the way. See, there's a cancer in the world. There's a cancer in the church, and this cancer is called familiarity. We may take it lightly, but just like cancer, it starts as a symptom, a little something, but over time it spreads and results to death if not eliminated. See, there's a cancer of familiarity in the world and in the church, and this cancer is spreading rapidly. We pray for the next level. We pray for opportunities. We pray for answers. We pray for big things, destinies fulfilled. We pray for early satisfaction, forgetting that the fulfillment for all these things is enveloped in a place or a person around you. May I remind you that you may never predict the exact place or person carrying your answer. Even Naaman the leper in the Bible didn't know his servant was the answer to his problem. It could be somebody you least expect. It could be a place you least expect. So, being familiar with anyone or the places we are found in will cost us, delay us, bring us late satisfaction. See, there's a cancer you and I can't afford to harbor. There's a cancer that ought to be taken out and flushed out, and this cancer is called familiarity.